I'm hitting start streaming in 5 seconds, so then you can go ahead and start.
And welcome to another episode of Sanely Red Gaming. I'm going to play some more Smash Bros. And I guess you guys are going to see me get my ass handed to me again. Very likely.
Step into the ring.
Okay, so let's... Okay, in the bottom left corner is the ID for the arena, and there's the password there too. So if you want to join the arena match, if you got the game, feel free. If nobody joins in a couple minutes, then I'll just play solo for a bit until we get some people wanting to join. Hey, Hideous, are you there?
Yes, I am. How are you doing, Sanely?
It's going good.
Yeah, I didn't even get the link from Finity until I got out of the shower, which was like 5 minutes ago. I was like, oh, let's get some pants on and go party with Sanely.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I can't do any commentary on this game because, well,
Well, you can still talk. You know, like, have you seen the Arnold video?
I haven't actually gotten around to watching that. I was actually going to watch that when I got out of the shower, but I forgot what day it is. And then I come hang out with you occasionally when I have time.
Mm-hmm.
But I've heard from a bunch of people that video is pretty nuts. Have you seen it yet? I haven't. I need to be brought up to speed.
I
Apparently,
just
my
saw
friend
the
Van
first.
Steele's not.
I just saw like the first minute of it. It looked pretty crazy, like the damage numbers and whatnot.
Solo battle.
Well, they gotta do something about the damage numbers these days because everything seems to hit harder than the thing before it.
Mm-hmm. Pretty soon it's just gonna be like infinity +1 damage or something. Okay, I guess I'm gonna do online against random people.
Oh, nobody's here yet.
Nope.
I thought Archie's boy was gonna come beat you up in this Smash. Whoa, there's.
Oh, this is the waiting room. Okay.
Oh man, I don't want to be in the waiting room. We're not going to see a doctor here. Oh wait, there is a doctor here. Where is Finity? Is he doing working or?
Yeah, he's in a meeting right now. He should be done in about an hour.
3, 2, 1.
Let's see how territory battles is going. See if anyone's doing platoons like I asked them to. No, of course not. No. You do know you're not sharing the stream on Zoom, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care because I can't follow the action on Zoom anyway, but I'm gonna have to watch it through regular YouTube like a normal
Do you want me to share
person.
it on Zoom?
Like I said, there's absolutely no point in it from my perspective because every time you try to play this game, like I'm always like a minute and a half behind trying to watch it on Zoom. I might as well just watch it on the stream. This is a great program for communications, but not so great for screen share.
No.
But I mean, when you have a refresh rate as high as this game is and as much action going on, it's really super difficult to try to track it anyway. Oh.
So what do you think? Are you gonna be gearing up your General Grievous?
That would be super contingent on unlocking my Grievous, which to this day I haven't done yet. I did kind of buy some shards. Like I started buying shards out of the fleet store for Grievous a while ago, so I got like 200 out of it's 330, right? So I got him almost to where I could 6-star him, but like I said, I'll have to see how everything works and have to see real environment play with it to see to make a true decision. I'm right now hoarding everything for the thing that they're not talking about because it's always the thing that they don't talk about that comes out super OP. Like when they did the Chewbacca thing and then boom, all of a sudden Jedi Knight Revan dropped right behind him. That was the trap right there. And I don't want to fall into the trap again because fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Solo battle.
Hey, what's up, Revenator and Skywalker Vader? Hey, how's it going, girl?
Yeah, hello.
Lydia, I'm streaming right now.
Solo battle.
My dog really wants a treat right now.
Well, the dog just wants to be on stream too, I think. That's why she keeps jumping in the camera shot. Like, oh, I see you're trying stuff. I have a cat who is the same way. The cat doesn't care what's going on until she sees or hears someone doing something, and then all of a sudden it's time to interject myself to that situation.
Alright, I guess I gotta get her a treat. She's not gonna leave me alone.
5 UV shards for 7-star. Good work. It just doesn't pop up that much for me.
Rio. Ganondorf.
I wish I could get more Grievous shards to drop, but it's just not happening. Did you really just make your dog dance for a treat?
I made her high five and shake, yeah.
Oh. Well, I mean, if you want it, you gotta earn it, right? Welcome again, legend.
Lydia.
I don't recognize that name. Are you new to the stream?
What? What are you talking about?
Oh, new guy in the chat, a game legend. I don't recognize the name. I was just asking if he was new, or she was new. I mean, I don't want to assume anyone's gender. Do not get wrecked by Kong.
Ah!
Donkey Kong wins. Solo battle.
Who do you think I should use?
Let's look. Let's full screen this so I can actually see who these characters are. Well, I just watched. Was that Diddy Kong that right too? No, that was not.
That was Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. You should probably wreck the next person with Donkey Kong since you saw how easily you got destroyed by that one.
Donkey Kong.
Mm-hmm.
Is that guy's name Chrom? Chrom? Or is it just like,
Yeah.
what a name?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know who half these characters are. Shows how out of touch with the video game universe I actually am. Oh, is that a green Donkey Kong?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Oh, oh, played Kong before?
Nope.
Yeah, PAX. Considering I've never, ever, ever spent a dime on this game, Skywalker Vader, I don't see myself suddenly spending real money for a character who's literally been in the game for longer than I've been playing it. If it doesn't work at 5 stars, I'll just buy some. No, I can't even believe I'm gonna say the shard shop shipments till I can get them to 6, and then go back to farming them out of the fleet store. But I don't see myself ever buying packs for Grievous. I don't care how good they make them.
Uh, do you have them unlocked?
I have enough shards to unlock him and take him almost all the way to 6 star, but I haven't unlocked him yet. I mean, there's no reason up until now, and right now there's still not any reason, in my opinion. I won't whale out on B1 or Droidica, so if it's viable at 3 star unlock, then maybe I'll invest some resources in it. But right now I'm just doing the smart thing, pulling all resources and wondering where in the hell are Karth and Jahani.
Yeah, seriously.
Still haven't gotten a ransom, but I think they've been kidnapped. And like kidnapped with no note? Are they dead in a ditch somewhere? Like what happened here? JJ Willy dropped the ball. Just like dropped the ball on, oh, we're gonna completely change his Zeta ability, but we're not gonna refund the people who have invested in this Zeta ability, which I think is absolute bullshit. I don't know how you feel about that, but I
Yeah,
mean,
if there was
whether
gonna
they make
be,
it better,
yeah, if they did the Zeta refund for Old Daka, they should do it for Zeta Finn as well.
exactly. I mean, this is a significant change to a Zeta ability, making it no longer the Zeta people have invested in, which means they ought to be refunding that Zeta and giving people the option to invest in this new Zeta because it's completely different from the old one, from what I see. It's a significant change, so huge ball drop on CG's part. Bad business practice, in my opinion, but I am not one of the corporate decision makers at Capital Games. So maybe if they watch the Sanely Red Gaming stream and they hear this, they'll do the right thing and give people a chance to decide whether or not they want this new Zeta or not just force people because they broke the game. I mean, they didn't fix the raid, which is what they needed to fix in the first place, and now they're compounding that mistake by changing Zeta, which has been in the game for years, and people have invested a lot into it. Yep, that's what I think. Skywalker Vader, there's really no point in fixing my roster. I've been, for the last year, suppressing all unnecessary GP. If I'm not ready to completely go all in on a team, I don't even bother unlocking or starting up. I mean, I did unlock my Wampa, and I left him at gear 1, level 1, just put him in platoons for Darkside TB because I realized my guild didn't have that many Wampas. But like outside of situations like that, and I will gear him up eventually, it's just not on my current agenda of things to do. Still trying to work on my Ewoks, sadly enough. Because I got to get that C3PO that I missed last time. But I don't know if I'm even going to try to go for a 7-star C3PO because, well, now that's being nerfed for the raid, and I'm pretty sure he's viable at 5-star for PvP because I've seen it. Although with Finn Zeta being significantly changed, like I don't even know if that's going to be a thing anymore. We shall have to see on that one.
Step into the ring.
I do know somebody who's very, very unhappy about this General Grievous rework.
Who's
That
that?
guy from the lunch stream earlier, Mr. Van Steel, is claiming that this whole team is just a reskin of his bounty hunter team that he used to use to fight Jedi Revan in Arena, and I've actually seen videos of that team and how it works. It, from what it sounds like, this might be pretty dang close to the reskin with Droideka's damage immunity. He used to use the stealth from Orasing Lead, and then hide everybody behind Nest until Nest got burned down, and then by the time he came out of stealth with Jango Fett contracts were up and damage immunity, then he'd use basically Jango's damage immunity to sink all the damage from the Revan team, and then he could just blast right through the Revan team because Django laughed at his ability to do nothing. This sounds very similar to that, so I can kind of see where he's coming from. It's kind of a lazy rework.
2, 1, go!
Yep, Skywalker, totally agree. Fix the thing that's actually broken and stop nerfing characters because you won't pick the stupid broken rate. It's complete garbage. But it's just par for the course for CG, in my opinion. Not the first time they've done this. And it seems to be the same phase of the raid where this stuff keeps happening. So you would think, like, if the problem keeps appearing here, that the problem isn't with the character kits that you're designing, the problem is with the raid, and that would probably be the easier thing to fix, wouldn't it? Just give Trey a little bit of tenacity so this infinite loop thing can't happen, or make her like Grievous in the HAT, where when she takes damage she gains turn meter or something, so you break that loop so she can't just have her turn meter being suppressed all the time. I mean, it sounds like that'd be easier than having to nerf character after character because, oh well, the broke grade again in the same phase again. It's silly. I'm still waiting for them to nerf the Night Sisters again because you can still pretty much solo Dark Nihilus in phase 4 with the Night Sister team, and even though that's not even anywhere close to an infinite loop, it's still kind of easy. I mean, I can't do it. I can see people who can. I'm just not that good at it and don't really get that many opportunities to attempt it. But I actually like the new Night Sister team. But I wouldn't give it Zeta to Daka for any reason. Definitely doesn't need it.
I killed somebody and died at the same time.
That sounds like fun. So what happens if you kill somebody and die at the same time? Do you win, or is it a draw?
Well, it depends on, how many lives there are or whatever. Or how many kills you have or
Yeah.
whatever.
King K. Rool wins. Ready? Ready? Three, two, one, go!
So have you, the kit for Grievous is on, Arnold's video. So if you want to check that out, you can.
I might have to go on mute for a second. How long is this video? Do you know?
It's like 10 to 14 or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out the highlights here real quick so I actually know what the heck is going on.
Well, I'm out.
I'm already noticing something cute in this video, and I don't know if this trend is going to continue,
What's up?
but halfway, and they seem to have left something very key out of this video that I see them leaving out of a lot of videos. And I don't know if it's going to be all the way through this video, but I don't see any Dark Treya. Why don't you showcase how he works against Treya?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I don't honestly see him being able to take out Treya like he's easily handling these repping teams, and it looks like the Night Sisters and an EP lead team, but ever since I heard the supposed leak rumors and whatnot of this skit, I was like, yeah, it doesn't seem to me like it's gonna be a super hard counter to Treya, so might just have to dust off my favorite team in the whole game and bring them right on back.
Mm-hmm. And Revenator, we didn't end up really doing like a Smash tournament during the stream. We ended up, it was me playing and also Crumb, and also had Deathstronic, and who else? Oh yeah, Stu. We'll just battled it out.
Yeah, I actually missed that portion of the charity stream entirely because I also have a life, and it happened right. They did the charity stream, scheduled it, and then CG was like, "We're gonna be really rude and schedule a TW attack day." And as a TW officer in my guild, kind of got most of my focus for charity stream day,
Mm-hmm.
so I didn't even do it. I assume you killed them all because you're the best Smash Brothers player ever.
I got lucky. I was doing okay. I think from ultimately won though. You know, if you're counting all the wins and stuff.
Yeah, I really just see this droid team making the Treya team angry, not beating it, but really pissing it off, so... It's a good thing I got a 7-star Gear 12 Treya in my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm already thinking about the counters, like... Time to bring it back.
So why exactly do you
I
think
don't
Treya will be the counter to Grievous?
Well, everything Grievous seems to do in this seems to be like stuff that's just going to trigger Treya's kit and make the triumvirate go even harder. And I think that's kind of why they may have left her out of this beta gameplay footage because yes, it's an EP team with Vader and Nihilus and Scion and Thrawn. Like, yeah, of course it's going to beat the Nightmare team. But Treya's lead, like every time they do a debuff, every time they critically hit, they're going to be healing the Triumvirate and making them hit harder, speeding up Nihilus, cooling down Scion, and healing the whole team. So, yeah, I think the Triumvirate's going to wreck this droid team. So maybe I'm not too concerned about this entire rework at all anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You go ahead, dude. The Sith will rule the galaxy once again. Super cool. I've been looking for an excuse to bring back my Treya team. It's just with all the Revens on my shard right now. Like, I can run Treya, I just don't really like the idea of waking up in rank 125, 150, something like that. Like, even before, when it was just the triple meta of, like, a few people had Revens, everyone had Treya, and a lot of people were starting to run Rebels, I still managed to drop to, like, the 70s.
The guy's name is not a plant, and he's playing as the piranha plant.
Oh, the irony.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, this team definitely looks cool, and it looks like it's going to be able to just run through Revan teams
Mm-hmm.
and CLF teams, and JTR teams.
So once General Grievous rework comes out, who do you think will be like a good defensive team to lay down? You know, like it sounds like Treya could be good climbing team if General Grievous is left out there. General Grievous might be good to use if there's Revan teams out there.
Yeah, I think it looks like it's going to blast through the Revan teams pretty easily. I just don't know how it's going to handle Treya lead Sith teams. Like, I would probably end up putting my Treya with Darkside Bastila, and for fifth, I'm not entirely sure yet. Probably Sith Trooper seems like he'd be the most disruptive for what this squad does.
Mm-hmm.
I hate these beta gameplay footage things because they don't actually go into like what the mods are on these, what Zetas they have, and
Yeah,
as fast
yeah,
as this gameplay footage is going, you can't really tell like what it's actually doing out here. So
yeah.
I'll have to
Presumably they have God
till some,
mods on everything.
yeah, yeah, presumably. But I mean, I guess we'll just have to see how it works in real life when people actually get their hands on these characters and these kits and what it can do.
Oh my god, I just killed myself.
But it looked like it was very specifically designed to break the Revan meta. And I just don't see it being super effective against a Treya team. So, I mean, of course, I've still got good mods on mine, and I can put the mods I have on my Revan right back on them in Arena as soon as I see these start showing up and see exactly how this works or doesn't work against my squad. It looks like you got to kill B2 first, like right out of the gate, because he'll be super annoying, and maybe Droideka goes next, gets annihilated. And Grievous Magna Guard and probably B1 Battle Droid for last, because he looks like unless you kill the other four, he's just going to keep going and going and going and going and going. I know Arnold is super hyped about it. It looks cool. I mean, the animations look fun. But, yep. Now I'm all the way at the end of Arnold's video, and I never saw that team against the Triumvirate once. So, I gotta feel like there's a reason for that.
Good observation.
Mm-hmm. We shall see how this goes.
So Skywalker Vader says a trio with some droids might work. I don't know about the synergy with that, but
Yeah, the thing about that is, the droids don't really, like, under Trey's lead, the droids don't really, have the survivability, I think, with the way this is looking to, truly be viable.
I just
I
noticed
could
that
be
I fought
wrong.
against Shaggy.
What the hell character is that?
Mr. Game and Watch.
Ah,
Steamroller wins. Ready? Step into the ring.
So do you think they're holding back Canderous and not Canderous, Johanny,
Karth and Jahani.
yeah, and Karth for Panic Farm?
At this point, looks that way, but looks can be deceiving.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe they just forgot. You remember that one time they just forgot to put out the
I do
B-28?
remember. Just forgot. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time they just forgot to do something.
Mm-hmm. They're just like, we haven't played the game in weeks. We just thought it was already out there.
Yeah. Oh, well, we play the game, same as you.
Right. Did you ever hear that, like when they brought all the game changers down, and then one of the questions the game changers had was, how many times do you just forget to play the game for a day? I mean, if you're a dedicated player, you don't forget to play for an entire day.
Yeah. I don't think I've missed my 600 in well over a year now. I mean, I haven't always been a dedicated, serious player to this game. I started off same as most people, treating it like a normal mobile game, super casual. Didn't take it that seriously. Wasn't in a good guild, and after about a year of playing it, I realized that I was starting to play it every single day, and it's like, not really getting very far with this. I mean, year in this game, I have Kenobi even unlocked, and it's like, well, maybe you should like try to figure out how to be good at this. And it was a long time ago that I realized that if you want to be good at doing something at in YouTube, it doesn't really matter what it is. Somebody out there that's good at it has made a whole bunch of videos about being good at it. Like, I haven't brought my truck into a service center in a very long time because every time something needs to be done on the truck, I just YouTube a video of the thing that needs doing and watch someone else do it step by step. Oh, I can do all of that stuff. Excellent. Save me a bunch of money. So I did the same thing with this game, and I first found Arnold, of course. Arnold and Mobile Gamer. That was like the thing. And from there I found Warrior. And I was like, oh, this guy's even better. And then I found through Warrior, like, Reality Skewed Gamers. And I was like, oh, these guys are weird and crazy. And they're super off the wall. But they remind me of me. Like, I fit in real well here. So that's actually how I found RSG, was deciding to take this game more seriously. And now I'm a definitely embedded member of the community, for better or worse.
Yep.
Yeah, that was about December 2017, I think it was. That's when I joined GG. That's when I got on Discord. Started looking for a decent guild. Found an okay guild that would accept my roster for what it was, and slowly started moving up from there till I managed to, several months ago, find the newly revamped Dark Lords, which I do remember when I first started being serious, looking at the top guilds and seeing Dark Lords in the like top 10, before the syndicate was formed. I was like, man, wouldn't it be nice to be a super whale and be in one of those top guilds, not knowing that GP is useless. I mean, galactic power doesn't actually mean anything. Those guys just spend harder than everybody else do, but doesn't make them any better than anyone else. Especially when they're all in one guild, it's like, well, okay, whatever, fine. So you sit up on top and you beat up people in territory wars. That's cool. You get your 48 stars in TB and 45 stars in the other TB. That's cool. Good for you. But after I migrated out of Shiny Snakes Guild and ended up in the Dark Lords, I found out what like being a part of a really good, solid guild community was. And man, definitely renewed my interest in this game. And now I get a chance to help people every day improve their game. Take everything I've picked from the brains of players way better than I am for the better part of a year or more. It's like, oh, this is a great feeling. This actually makes me want to log into the game every day and spend hours on Discord. I spend way too much time invested in this game. That's 100% certain. But when people come to me, they ask me for help, and then they come back 3 days later and they show me screenshots of like their arena ranks changing dramatically, or the damage they do in the heroic Sith raid just changing dramatically. Like, nothing makes me feel better, really, than being able to help someone because somebody at some point helped me. Which is why I don't mind spending the extra time, because someone spent the time with me. Like, Finity, for instance, helped me try to understand how mods work. Not just like me mod a team, but he helped me think about how mods work, and now it's become somewhat of an obsession of mine, like modding things and tweaking mods and trying to improve them, make them constantly better.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Dark
And now
Lords, I'm going to be joining Dark Lords again after this next TB here.
Oh, you're coming home?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I mean, I last I heard you had ran off to join the circus with some real life friends, was it? Or some other buddies?
Well, it was this guy. He was like one of the first guild members that I had when I used to run a guild, and he invited me to join his
Ah,
guild. So I did
right.
that. So I was over there for about a month. And while over there, I got 45 stars for the first time for, the light side territory battle. And I hope we can get to 48 for the dark side one, too. Last time we did 47.
Yeah. Yeah, I had on the Dark Lord server, the Wallet Warriors and one of the bigger pie guilds had spots available, openings for TB to get 48 stars in Dark Side TB, and I was like, yeah, even though I might qualify for that, it's something that I'd probably rather work towards with my guild than go out and hang out in another guild just to get that achievement. I'll leave it out there for someone else who wants it worse than I do, because while it is a cool title and the rewards are pretty decent for achieving it, like the little bonus rewards, I don't really need it. And we got 44 dark side TB last round and 42 light side TB last round, so I guess it's just a matter of if we're ever gonna have the GP to do it. The School for Mods, Skywalker Vader says, and I've been trying to push for a mod school for a long time. The problem with the mod school is everyone's got different mods and different characters, and you can show people the ideal way to mod something, but that doesn't mean that they can pull it off. I mean, I've seen that a lot of people don't have great mods at all. Ever since Grand Arena started, it really opened my eyes to how far ahead of people at my GP level I really am when it comes to mods. I look at their mods and I'm like, oh, gee, wow, that's bad. And some of them have been good. I mean, I've had some people who have had some pretty terrible mod collections to me, but it's not very common. It's actually quite rare that I find somebody who's got the kind of mods I do. I blew a lot of Cantina energy back in Mods 1, working on my mod game. I 4 days a week, every other week, and 3 days a week on the off weeks. Only farmed mod instead of farming Cantina tunes. So yeah, I've got a lot of Cantina farms still to go, and I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, I wish they'd add more tunes to the Cantina table because I'm done." It's like, well, I don't, because I'm still way behind. I don't have the tunes there from the solo team. I don't have even my Sith Assassin or my Sith Trooper done. Don't have all types of farms that need to be done. Yeah, luck is definitely a thing. Skywalker Vader. It's you can invest all you want and still not get any good mods out of it. Or sometimes you can just nail 5 or 6 great mods in a row, which last Smuggler's run I got 3 new additional 10 plus speed secondaries. I mean, they're health mods, but I also got the slicing mats to help get some of my arena mods to succeed, because at my shard and at my level, I definitely have to have 6E mods to compete with a lot of these guys, because they're just mod insane. Hopefully I won't have to ever fight any of them in Grand Arena. But if I do, I'm going to give them the best I can. I won't just roll over for them. Like my last Grand Arena, that's exactly what happened. My round one, my opponent set no defenses at all, and he tried to attack me. He got through one of my teams total, but it took him 2 attempts, so he got a whopping total of 35 banners. And I looked at that and I was like, well, you cheated me out of my credit for not setting any defenses, and that's got to be really disheartening that you had every single tune you had on offense, and you attacked on offense and still really couldn't get any banners. Like, that's gotta hurt. And then the next 2 guys that I faced consecutively did no offense whatsoever. And it's not like I put a super hard defense out there. Discord is probably the best place to look for a new guild that I've found anyway. I mean, you can try other platforms, like I think there's a Facebook group out there, and there's some people who use line chat, but I would recommend Discord 100%.
Mine
Especially
sucks.
if you're... Yeah, line is terrible. Ouchie, if you're listening, forgive me, because I know your guild uses line chat, but yeah, line chat is a terrible platform. Discord is so much better for me, and it's so much more feature driven that I would never ever use line chat for this game.
Holy
Or for
cow, I
anything.
actually won.
Oh yeah. And you beat an actual Pikachu, right? Not a Pichu?
Right.
But yeah, there's several servers that are actually dedicated to guild recruitment. I know that Hellenix is an admin on the big one, and he shills for it all the time. So, I mean, we're growing so rapidly over here in the Dark Lord Syndicate that if you're a really serious player that wants to seriously improve, and you can give us the things that we ask for, which is daily 600 tickets and Discord app for communication and Swiggo GG page, we can definitely find you a serious competitive guild. I know not a lot of people are as competitive as we are, though. Dark Lord is definitely not for everyone. It is for everyone who wants to really improve in the game and really play it at the top level. We are the place. I wouldn't recommend any other guild group. It's not just because I'm in the Dark Lord. It's because I've been in other guild alliances. I've been in other guilds. Nobody does it like this group does it. We are an anomaly in the game. But say, please fit in the Dark Lord. He knows how we operate. I can make a 6E mod. I think I'm going to put one on Jolie, because my Jolie's health pool is embarrassingly low at 43,000 health. I just don't know which one to 6E, because all these...
Well, what are the
health
options?
Well,
What are the primary
it's like
stats
all
you
is
have?
health, 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 and health.
Well, I guess I
Oh
go
wait,
for
health,
health.
health, and tenacity. I have a tenacity cross on him because his kit gives him crit immunity, based on his 50% crit immunity based on his tenacity. So I did put a tenacity cross on him, but most of his healing is based on his health, so definitely wanted to have a balance of having both.
What do you think is more important?
Honestly, when I had the health cross on him, he wasn't surviving nearly as well as he does once I put the tenacity cross on him. Like that makes him just take a hell of a lot more of a beating, and it gives Kenobi a chance to get his retribution up on him. So once he's got retribution up, every time they hit him, he just heals up for almost more damage than they do, and it's really, really hard to kill my Jolie Bindo now. Although with this new Grievous rework, that might be changing here pretty soon, by the look of it. Yep, health it.
So which one are you gonna go for, tenacity or health?
I went for the tenacity or the health circle that he's got on him because it's got the best secondary stats that I'm looking for on this guy.
All right.
Brought his health pool up to 45,000 now, so maybe that'll give him a little bit of a boost, and it also give him additional speed.
Yeah, I 60'd all of his mods already. It was definitely a big difference between not doing that and doing that.
Yeah, without question. No problem, Skywalker Vader. I don't know if you're actually on Discord yet, but if you aren't, definitely jump on the RFG Discord and look me up or anyone else from the RSG crew, and we will definitely get you pointed in the right direction on where to go from here.
Hey, Dexatronic, you want to play?
Of course, he wants to play. Why wouldn't he want to do? Why wouldn't he want to play?
I don't know. He could be at work or something.
See, yeah, that is a possibility.
Okay, let me know when you're ready, Dexatronic, and then I'll set up an arena. They can join. Oh, and Hideous, could you send the Zoom info to Dexatronic?
Yeah, I could do that.
Why would I want to save a replay of that?
Posterity and greatness.
How come it doesn't ask if I want to save a replay of one that I actually win?
Because you won.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you want to replay something you've already beaten?
3, 2, 1, go!
Let's see. Jump on Discord real quick and find Dex. Oh.
Took him down with me. That was awesome.
Okay, Dexter trying to have the There you go, Van Seal. You tell them CG people that you're not gonna buy into a carbon copy of a team you already own. In the meanwhile, get ready to brush off your Trail Lead Triumvirate Sith and smoke these stupid droids because I don't think they're gonna have anything for the one-armed badass lady with her flying lightsabers. Not at all.
Ben, Bang, I'll set up a new arena team or arena match here. I don't know if I can leave. I don't think so.
Well,
Yeah,
do
after
I need
this,
to get the notebook together so I can put together the arena code and the password again?
well, I'm gonna show it on the screen.
Ah,
It seems
but of course, there's going to be other people coming along that want to get involved. So,
Well, it'll be in the
good
bottom left
idea
of
to
the
have.
screen. Can you see it?
Oh, oh yeah, that's useful.
How do I? Why won't it let me leave?
I'm assuming that's an addition that was made after the last time we went through this. Having to share it with
Mm-hmm.
everybody over and over again. The arena and password are in the bottom left corner of the screen on YouTube there, Mr. Dexatronic. Was it 05GSN password 1111? Or was that 05 OSGSN? I can't tell. I can't read that. 0SGSN. Yeah, that's what that says. Well, he changed it just now, Dex, so
Yep, the ID is TCJPL and the password's 1111.
yeah.
And you gave Dexatronic the Zoom info?
I did send him the Zoom info on Discord.
All right.
If he can decipher it. I don't know if he actually has Zoom installed, so
Well,
he might be installing it. If
yeah,
he wants to dial.
he was talking during the 12-hour stream, so presumably he can use it.
Well, I would assume so as well.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's just booting it up right now. He doesn't know how to work Smash Brothers.
Did you
I
try
don't
the
even
new
have this
one?
game, so
It's TCJPL. Oh wait, no, that's a 7. It's 7.
is it?
7C JPL.
That doesn't look like a 7 to me.
I know it doesn't, but I had to move this. So here, look
Oh,
now.
well, yeah, because the charity stream thing is over the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder he can't find it.
Yep.
Damn it, Finn!
There we go. Now it's the right one.
Yep. I blame Finn.
Mm-hmm.
Guess you'll have to change it in the little box down in the corner.
I already did.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it's got an update for me. Because of the stream delay. I assume he'll be joining us in the Zoom call after he gets his Smash Brothers set up.
Maybe.
Maybe doesn't want to.
Well, hopefully he didn't give up or something.
I hope he didn't give up. That would be disheartening.
There we go.
You made it. Hooray!
Three, two, one, go!
off the stage. That was kind of cheap, but I'll take it.
Three, two, one, go!
So how many guilds does Dark Lords have now? 50 or something?
I think we have half that. Last time I counted, I think it was 25, but it might actually be 24 now because two of our newest ones decided to bring something new to the table, and because they were both struggling for recruitment, they decided they were going to combine their powers, cut loose some of the more casual players to the casual environment guild, and put together one new guild out of the two. So they came up with this whole thing on their own. Nobody pressed them to do it. They just came together, worked out a plan to help fill some holes in the other guild and get themselves more fast tracked to being our next heroic Sith guild. So they big on them for coming up with such a unconventional approach compared to what we usually do, because they don't want to wait to become true Dark Lords. And I was like, well, good job, guys. Let me know when you're ready to go heroic Sith, and I'll hop over and bring my little 25 million HSR damage with me, and maybe a couple of my good friends. We'll knock this thing out.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is they have really, really strange raid times. I don't know whose raid time they decided to go with, but if they went with the guild that I brought in raid times, which was 9 p.m. UTC, 4 p.m. Eastern time, they would probably be raiding in a half hour, which would super conflict with where I have my arena schedule, because I have my arena payout at 5 Eastern and my fleet payout at 6. And that really wouldn't help me too much, but sometimes you gotta learn how to balance both.
Sudden death, go!
Which means probably even more early climbing than I'm used to. But we got a lot of guilds that are more on that time schedule, so definitely not unreasonable that with all the damage we have floating around these days, I see no reason why they shouldn't be able to go to heroic relatively soon.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll put us at like 21 heroic guilds, 22 heroic guilds out of our 25. I
Mm-hmm.
think we have like one developmental guild, one casual guild, and then these guys. So, yeah.
So do you know how
It's
I
hard to
ended
believe
up?
that the Dark.
Do you know how I ended up joining Dark Lords initially?
I think I heard the story. I don't remember all the details, but I know the guild you were in merged into another guild and at some point, and then split up. And go ahead and tell the story. I'd love to hear it again.
Yeah. So, uh, uh, my guild was struggling. Like, we couldn't quite do heroic Sith. Like, so ended up merging with a different guild, and we were really close. But the issue was some people weren't pulling the load. And, like, If everybody had, then we would have been able to get it, no problem. But
Of course.
and the other guild that that merged into us, like they were still around, and they were doing really poorly with recruitment. So I decided, oh, we should probably join an alliance, so I can help that guild out with recruitment. And I saw a advertisement for joining Rogues Alliance. So I reached out to them, and they're like, yeah, we're interested in taking your guild in, but we're in the process of potentially joining Dark Lords. I'm like, okay. So I never intended to join Dark Lords, but I just ended up joining it.
Right. I think that story is kind of crazy too because I met Pookie, who is one of my best friends, in Planet Moraband, and I had no idea at the time that Pookie came from Resistance, which was also a Rogues Alliance guild, when Rogues Alliance merged with the Dark Lords, and we both abandoned the ship on the Planet Moraband scene. Well, he went back to Resistance, and I was pretty much left homeless at the time. Grande was like, you can come play with me in Dark Lord. I'm like, thanks, Grande. I'll take you up on that. And I joined Dark Lords, jumped on the Syndicate server, and wouldn't you know it, my old buddy Pook, he's on the Syndicate server. I was like, I didn't know you ended up here. He was like, yeah, Resistance was my guild before I joined Planet Moraband. I was like, oh, that's a crazy story.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I believe I heard a story that your guild joined up with Valor at some point too. Is that correct, Sanely?
Valor? What? No.
Was it Valor? I can't remember. I know I heard from Grande that these guys in this guild that we just recently added to the Syndicate, they're called Immortals, and some of the guys from this guild are former Dark Lords from way back when they first started this stuff, and some of them are also from other places. And I know Outie joined up with Valor before Valor disbanded and merged out. Yeah, a lot of interesting stories on how this giant syndicate came to be what it is today, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, initially, we were planning on having, my guild just be one of the guilds, but we're having a hard time with recruitment, and seeing as we had just started the syndicate at the time, and they really needed more people all around the guild, the different guilds, decided to split up my guild into all over the place.
Oh yeah, I know how that goes. Definitely, it's definitely a crazy show with the syndicate and how we shuffle people. I've just gotten used to not getting too attached to any one guild.
Mm-hmm.
On City Underworld, though, it's been really hard to get me out there visiting other guilds because I'm super thrilled with the bunch of guys that I got right now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody does their 600 almost always on time. I mean, you get the occasional real life thing interfering with that, but you gotta expect that. This is a mobile game after all. But we're starting to, like I said, we get 42 star light side TV, 44 and dark side TV, and we're right around 155 million GP. So we're one of the bigger Matrix skills for sure. But man, getting people to like go out and experience the world of the Syndicate is like pulling teeth with these guys because they're all a really, really tight knit group. And when they came here, they were right on the cusp of heroic. They just needed some guidance. And the way I found them, their officers were in the Syndicate officer chat, and they were like, "We're about to do a heroic Sith raid. We got like 3 spots for heavy damage dealers. Can anyone come help us out?" And we had just finished our heroic Sith raid in DLOO the night before. It's like we have nothing going on at all tonight. So I was like, I can definitely come over and I can ask around my guild, see if anybody wants to, see if any of my big damage dealer guys want to come along. And I asked a couple of the guys in the middle if they wanted to jump out and pick up some extra Treya shards. And of the 3 of us that came over here to help them, 2 of us never left. Myself and another guy just were like, yeah, this is a great guild, great time, they're awesome. They knocked out heroic Sith super quick. So we decided to stick around and help these guys, and we've been here ever since. I think I've been here for 2 months now. And they decided that I was fit to be an officer, and now I am slowly trying to take over this whole guild. Not take over, but just try to make true Dark Lord's mentality out of these guys, and they're definitely right there on it. I mean, they do everything that's asked of them. They don't complain. Oh, sorry, I know I was in the middle of a story, but dog's going absolutely ballistic right now. I actually had to step away from my screen so I could make a pot of coffee. How's the Smash Brothers going?
It's going fine.
You still stomping them?
He's kicking my ass.
Good, good. Oh, did Jaxatronic finally show up
Uh huh.
in the Zoom call? I didn't even realize you joined. Well, welcome to the call.
Good game.
And don't let Sanely beat on you just because he's the host, man. Be a rude guest and kick the crap out of him. It's so entertaining.
I'm trying.
Yeah, you can join our march. The code is, it's in the bottom left, 7CJPL. The password is 1111.
waiting for more people?
There's somebody who wants to join, yeah.
Always more fun when we have additional people in the viewership playing. You want to know what blew my mind or is blowing my mind recently? How much progress RSG has made with the charity campaign in the last couple of weeks. They were like floating around 5,000 not too long ago, and I was like, it's looking kind of. I don't know if they're gonna make it, and then all of a sudden, boom, 10,000. And it's like, oh well, I think they'll probably make it now. Like, good on them, raising money to fight cancer. Definitely worthwhile cause in my opinion.
What happened?
And I'm super impressed with what they've managed to raise so far, and hopefully we can get a couple more people to throw down on it, get that 15,000 marker, and I don't know if you plan on going running with these guys in April,
Yep.
Sanely,
Mm-hmm.
but well, I hope you're in better shape than some of them because I don't trust Finn's ability to actually run a half marathon with all the Twinkies he eats.
Well, according
Yeah.
to our chats, it seems like McVenom is going to do the worst out of us. She's just going to try and walk it. Like she can barely do like a mile.
Well, you don't let her get away with that, okay? You just keep behind her and keep pushing her pace. Make her keep up with the crew.
Mm-hmm.
We lost our other person.
There was like a connection
I don't know if I could
issue.
run a half
I don't know what
marathon
happened to him.
anymore. Oh, something happened?
There was like a connection issue at the start of the match.
This stage is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Is this DLC? I don't think I have this stage.
I don't think there's any DLC so far.
Piranha Plant.
Oh yeah, I guess Piranha Plant's DLC. But I meant, DLC coming out yet. Like, there's gonna be like the new fighters and stages and stuff coming out later, but so far it's just the Piranha Plant.
Yeah, good game.
Sudden death.
I guess you didn't realize that it was sudden death.
No, I didn't. Luigi.
2, 1, go!
It's a shame you can't play as Waluigi in this game.
Yeah. Luigi kind of sucks.
Yeah, you haven't touched me yet.
It takes 3 minutes for me to come back to the stage. New plan. No reach on this guy either.
I got myself killed there.
Yeah.
Nice! Chain reaction.
I have no idea what happened.
You got blown up by a proximity mine, and then you went into the star and got thrown off the stage. Oh no. Oh no.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time!
Okay, it's gonna be sudden death.
Okay.
Go!
Hey, you were right.
Torrid wins!
I don't even know who that character is.
I don't know, I think it's from like Fire Emblem or something.
Like, I just got my Switch for Christmas. I have Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, and I'm borrowing Zelda. Those are the only games I have.
Mm-hmm. How far have you gotten in Zelda?
I've done like 10 of the shrines. Right now I'm trying to unlock all of the maps so I can see where I'm going. So you have to find all
Yeah,
the
I invited you, Thane Kyrell, like last week, and I let you know about this ahead of time. You're welcome to join, though.
1, go!
Oh no. Oh no! Jeez. Yeah, Thane, the ID and the password is in the bottom left of the screen. Uh-oh. And these moving stages are hard.
Spent half the time trying to just stay on the stage.
Mm-hmm. So did you hear about the new remake that they're coming out with for Legend of
what?
Zelda?
Yeah, but I never played the original one, so I'm not as excited about some of my colleagues who are Nintendo fanatics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I never really played that one either. But still, it's Legend of Zelda, so I'll buy it. Oh, jeez. Oh, wait, I'm still alive.
Oh man.
And we're back at the start.
Five, four, three, two, one. Time.
I win.
Zero Suit wins.
Still.
Okay, R Marsh wants to know how often I stream. I stream every week, once a week at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I don't always play Smash Bros. Though.
Sometimes he plays games I can actually follow the action on,
Mm-hmm.
like Hitman 2, which actually leads me into a segue about your games. You played the Resident Evil one-shot demo. Did it hook you in enough that you're going to be investing in that?
Yeah, I bought the game.
Oh yes, I'm so excited for that. That game looks so freaking badass.
You want me to stream that next week?
I would love that. Absolutely.
All right.
Yes. Resident Evil. That game is definitely pretty freaking cool looking.
Mm-hmm. And they just came out with some free DLC for that as well. Like three,
Oh,
mini campaigns for 3 different survivors who didn't make it out of the city alive. Like one of them's the Forgotten Soldier, one of them's the model or whatever, and then the other one is like the gun shop owner. Oh yeah, and they also came out with 2 free costumes as well. They like the low poly versions of both Leon and Claire, so you can look like they did back in the day for the
I can't
original
believe it
Resident
came
Evil
out
2.
a DLC back for a game that literally just came out. That's kind of weird in my opinion. Usually do that kind of stuff once the game is like everyone's bought the game and they've had a chance to play through it already, and
Well, like I said, it's free DLC.
like they're saying, oh, it's free DLC. Oh, well, that's perfectly acceptable then. As long as you don't have to buy another DLC right after the game comes out, that would just
I mean,
be
like
kinda silly in my-
they did have like 2 different versions, like the regular edition and the digital deluxe, which came with some extra stuff, like different outfits, and also the ability to change the music from the original Resident Evil 2 music. It's kind of weird that they make you pay for that.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. But But that seems to be the new trend with games these days, is making you pay for everything they can squeeze a little bit more money out of you.
But I guess they made up for it by releasing that free DLC.
Right.
Sudden death.
Yeah.
Almost killed myself again. I can't see anything.
The most adorable way to get your game messed up.
Oh, wow.
Oh, jeez.
Of course, because it's a big stage, it didn't do anything.
Too easy.
Were we gonna play one more? Are we playing?
What?
How long are we playing until?
I can play for as long as, well, the the absolute latest I can play until is 7 p.m. Eastern time, but we're probably not gonna go that long.
Yeah, this is my last one.
All right. And then Thane's got a over-the-phone interview in a bit.
Those are always fun.
Three, two, one, go!
Oh.
Ah!
Five, four, three, two, one, time!
All right, it's good game, guys. It's been a pleasure as always. Thank you so much for having me.
See ya.
See ya.
No! I wonder what the coins do. I've collected over 100. What does that do? Okay, so I turned gold for a while? I don't know what that did, though.
Doesn't look like it gave you any damage immunity. Doesn't look like it gave you any extra lives.
Mm-hmm.
You are flashing gold, so maybe you do have, like, super power-up status. Of course, you're playing against Pain and he cheats, so...
5, 4, 3, 2, game.
And nukes himself.
This is Fox, returning to base.
I might actually have to hop off here in a little bit, too.
Alright.
Not entirely sure this yet, but I'll let you know. Not that I want to leave, but getting these messages from my pop. He's got a big old desk that he picked up. It's the middle of winter and he doesn't know if he's going to be able to get this thing into the house by himself, so I might have to head over that way.
Alright.
3, 2,
But like I said, I'll keep posted on further developments on that.
Mm-hmm. Looks like a
In the fair house,
wireframe Big Mac.
Matrix version.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the Incredible Hulk with boxing gloves on, only smaller. Whoa, what the hell is that?
They'll keep you busy. You could have gotten out of that.
more times, huh?
Hey, Hideous. I'm planning on getting Mortal Kombat 11 when that comes out. Do you think that would be cool to stream?
Oh. For a little while. The issue I've always had with the Mortal Kombat games is they are super fun to play right up until the point where they're no longer entertaining. And I've always had an issue with like most of those fighting games. It's like they're novel for a moment, and then once you've like mastered them, they're kind of not even fun anymore. But I mean, could be. I don't know what that game's going to be like. If they actually going to do anything new with it.
Well, yeah, they're tweaking things from previous games.
I personally have always been a much bigger fan of the gameplay and mechanics of the Tekken series than the Mortal Kombat series, but that's just me. I think Tekken's always been more dynamic for the actual fighting interface and the engine they use. But I mean, Mortal Kombat was the original, set the standard way back in what, 93? Something like that? When I was just a young lad.
Yeah, something like that.
And they have definitely withstood the test of time to still be making those games. I actually just watched a history of Mortal Kombat on another YouTube gamer channel. I can't even remember which one it was, but like the rise and fall of the Mortal Kombat series.
Alright.
But I heard what is the company that makes the Konami, right?
No, come on.
They like stole it.
No, it's not Konami. It's
It's not Konami. I can't remember.
NetherRealm Studios.
But has it always been that?
Yeah. I'm assuming
oh,
the
well.
the company that publishes it could be different, but the company that makes it's been all the same. At least I think so. Oh, so when the first Mortal Kombat game was gonna come out into the arcades, they didn't let anybody know about the. They didn't let anybody know about the. What is it? Fatalities ahead of time, and thought that.
Of course not.
They thought that it would take people a long time to figure out that that was actually in there because of how, like you gotta do very specific button presses and in specific places. Like some of them, it's right next to them. Sometimes it's mid. Sometimes it's far away. But
yeah,
like Ed Boon was showcasing it at a event or whatever. Not an event, but arcade. And this 13-year-old kid did it like on his first game or something like that. And when he tried to tell his friends that there was fatalities in the game, they didn't believe him. And when he went up to Ed Boon to ask if there actually was fatalities, he denied it. So this kid was trying to replicate it over and over again, but he couldn't. It was driving him crazy too.
Yeah, I imagine you look like a lying jackass in front of all your friends, and turns out it's been a thing the whole time. But
Why the hell did you let Farquhar get beat up, Sanely?
I didn't try to.
Farquhar got beat up by Yoshi. Damn it, Sanely.
Now you missed it, but Dexatronic was here too. Now I'm playing.
I saw him in the chat. I couldn't talk. But...
yeah, Finn couldn't hang out because Finn's a party pooper.
Yep, I was in a meeting. I'm still working on emails.
Yeah. A likely excuse, Finity. A likely excuse.
It is a likely excuse because it's true.
Yeah, sure it is, Finn. We believe you.
Holy, I'm still live? the platform came out out of nowhere and saved my ass. Jeez. Oh no, oh no.
Poor Hideous. He hasn't been able to see anything.
Oh, I don't bother watching the Zoom stream even if he were running it, to be honest. And when this game's going, that lags so terribly bad that there's no chance of following the action. I'm just watching on YouTube with the rest of everybody on a 30-second delay. Because that is the only way I can actually figure out what is going on here.
You get used to it afterwards. It's a science. So the reason isn't that it's the Zoom per se that's lagging. What happens with XSplit is that when you are not open on the XSplit window, it doesn't update its windows as frequently. And so while it's streaming correctly, the view is actually lagging. So if you have like a, and I see this on mine all the time. So yeah, I mean, as long as the Zoom like if you have XSplit open on a different one, you'll see that this has nothing to do with like the lag in Zoom or anything. It's just the way XSplit is set up.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think Zoom is actually designed to keep up like a real time.
Zoom will keep up. Zoom will definitely keep up. It's XSplit. XSplit removes resources from updating the view and just streaming it correctly rather than updating the view. That's why.
I don't even know what XSplit is, Finn. You want to explain that
XSplit
one
is a
to me?
streaming software. XSplit is the
Oh,
streaming.
so because I'm not actually using the streaming software, that's what's interfering with my ability
It's
to see this?
because Sanely is sharing the streaming software as the view. If he did a screen share
Oh.
of like the actual game, it would be like you would see that there's no lag, but it's because of the way it's set up with the Switch and all
Ah.
that. There is a science behind it.
Well, well, you know what I'm gonna blame, right? I'm gonna hold you personally responsible for this, Infinity. Damn it, Finn. There's science to that too. Something's gone wrong. It's Finn's fault. Blame Finn. Something not working correctly. Oh, Finn again.
I see dead people.
Oh, I see that it also takes 10 million years to cool down for fleet arena battles. I blame you for that too, Finn.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
you'd be wrong.
Duh. Absolutely. Don't worry, Finn. I know the score and I know how this all works now.
Are you what? Okay.
Rosalina and Roma win.
Oh, you should tell Finn what you thought that was a good counter to General Grievous.
Oh, the one thing I didn't see them put in the beta gameplay footage, Finn. I saw no Trey Elite Triumvirate in there. And I know what Treya's kit does when something comes out super massively debuffing and critting all over the place with the Sith. So I'm thinking that with this General Grievous rework kit coming out, it's time to dust off my Trey Elite Triumvirate and go Super Smash crazy on these stupid droids.
One, go.
And I could be wrong about that, but I don't think I am.
I don't think that the droids are going to be much of an issue for Rabbit. We'll see. I saw some of the stuff on the Operation Metaverse Discord for like the information about IG-100 and Droidica, but I don't think I have to read over the kits a little bit more. But I'm not sure that the Revan team is going to have any issues with Grievous. They might lose the other way, but that wouldn't be the first time that one team beats
Yeah.
another easily beat. So I'm not super worried.
Me either, friend. Me either. Careful now, Finn. You might end up getting the channel copyright strike.
Ha! Ha!
I mean, if you could actually get the notes correct, you might. You're about as tone deaf as they come, so I think you'll be okay. But you're just gonna have to use the Vanilla Ice argument that in Queen when he sampled what was that? Under Pressure. It's one note different, only in this case it's like 5 notes different.
Pink blood.
Speaking of Vanilla Ice, go Ninja, go Ninja, go! Go Ninja, go Ninja, go!
Alright, I'm listening, but I'm back to typing stuff, so.
Oh, Finn's gonna do more work or something.
That's right.
Finn, as much time as you spend on Discord, it is absolutely hard for anyone to believe you have a real job.
That's right.
No, the answer
Super
to that,
science.
Finn, was, I'm a real boy!
Oh, that's great. Oh, looks like someone needs more coffee. Wonder who that could be.
I wonder if Thane's doing his interview while playing the game.
Well, Thane is incredible with his multitasking. Unlike Finity, who can't walk and chew gum at the same time.
That's a choking hazard.
See? Told you. So, Sanely, I forgot to congratulate you.
On what?
If I recall correctly, you won the Blue Yeti microphone from Nukin's giveaway for the charity campaign. That was you, correct?
Yep.
Congratulations, because out of like all the prizes that were being given away, the one thing that I thought I needed more than anything was a Blue Yeti mic, because apparently people have complaints about my microphone. We're like, oh well, Sanely won it, and Sanely's actually a real streamer on the real YouTube, so your
I'm a
microphone.
real boy!
Excellent turn of events there. Now, did they give away all 3 yet, or do they still have the there's a what, Blue Lola and a Nano or something like that?
It was just the giveaway of one. Whoever won it got to pick.
So there are still 2 remaining then.
Not to give away though. No.
Oh, I see. So
It was
you
just
got to choose
give
one.
away, but you get to choose. You're right.
One of 3, and you got to choose which one. Gotcha.
Correct.
I'm now understanding how that works. He's not giving away 3, just 1 out of 3.
One
You
of
you
the
can
three.
choose.
Correct.
Right, correct. Which one did you pick, Sanely? I'm assuming the Blue Yeti, because...
Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna go for. I mean, like,
Oh, you haven't even...
What?
You haven't decided yet?
Well, I haven't been reached out to by Nukin yet. So yeah, the headphones, that doesn't have a mic. So if I took that, I mean, it is the most expensive
Right.
option out of the three, but it wouldn't help me with
Right.
streaming. So that leaves the Blue Yeti, which is really good, but it's, you know, kind of big and bulky. Or I can go with
Right.
the Blue Yeti Nano, which is basically the same quality as the Blue Yeti, but smaller.
Smaller. Gotcha.
Oh no, not math!
Five, four, three, two, one, time. Each wins.
This is fun.
So which mic do you think I should take, Hideous?
I definitely think you should go for the one that works best for you, and if you think the Blue Nano is the correct option for size and manageability, you should probably go with that one. But me not being a super purveyor of studio quality microphones, I'd say your guess is probably as good as mine, if not better. But I am definitely a huge proponent of go with whatever is going to make you happy. 'Cause you're the one who's going to be using it, right?
A new challenger has entered.
Oh no, who is it?
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, the game is lagging a bit. It's not on my end.
I blame the new challenger. It wasn't doing this before he showed up. I also blame Finn because science.
I'm sorry.
Damn it, Finn. Why are you letting the game lag?
Time. Sudden death. Go. Game. Pikachu wins. One, go! Jump!
Man, I hate playing as Ness. Belly slammed me to death.
King K. Rool wins.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stream for another 15 minutes and then I'll be done.
Fair enough.
King K. Rool wins. Ready?
So, what character would you want to come to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes that hasn't even come out yet?
Me?
Mhm.
Oh, that's an easy one. I like the master apprentice duo that founded the Rule of Two in the Sith Order, Darth Bane and his apprentice Darth Sana. That would be probably the thing that would maybe get me to break my vows of never ever spending money in this game. I mean, if I had to, I mean, I would definitely whale out on them, but because I have such a large free to play crystal hoard, I probably wouldn't have to, but that did definitely be like the Sanely Red Trooper is to you. That's what those two would be to me.
Mhm.
So without question, they'd be year 12 immediately.
Mhm.
Ever since I first heard that story, fell in love with that. Just his character is amazing, and I think his kit would be incredible. Like I know a lot of people, Revan and Darth Revan are super important to them, but for me, definitely Darth Bane.
Out of my way.
Defeated. Five, four, three, two, one, time. King K. Rool wins.
How about you, Sanely? Any characters not in the game that you'd really like to see introduced?
Well, we should get characters like Padme, maybe Jar Jar, stuff like that.
Yeah, I think Jar Jar would actually be an awesome addition to the game. A lot of people criticize me for that, but I watched the Clone Wars, and I know that even though Jar Jar is kind of like a joke, there are also a lot of other really badass Gungans in the Gungan faction that we could definitely open the door up with adding Jar Jar Binks into the game. Would allow us to have the Gungans introduced, and some of the other Gungans would definitely be much higher on my list for adding, like Roos Tarpus and Mr. Big Boss Nass. But I think that would be a cool addition to the game to get the Gungans as a faction into the game. Jar Jar, not so much, not really thrilled about it, but I mean, Super Cannon, definitely somebody we should be having. If we can introduce C3PO into the game, we can definitely put Jar Jar in there. And yeah, I think that would be badass as well.
As George Lucas said, Jar Jar is the key to all this.
Yeah, indeed. The entire Clone Wars were Jar Jar's fault.
Well, actually, he was instrumental in getting Palpatine to rise to power by giving him emergency powers. Well, at least advocating that happened.
Yeah, he was the one who put the call for the emergency powers for Chancellor Palpatine. Like I said, the Clone Wars were all Jar Jar's fault. Like, he started this. But yeah, I'd be pretty hyped if we got the Gungans into the game, because that would open up like a lot of other really cool kits and synergies, and almost getting to the point now where I'm done with most of the major factions. I figure in the next 3 to 4 months I should be done with most relevant content that we have right now. So I'm ready for some new stuff.
When are we getting the rest of the pirate faction or the Tuscans?
Your guess on that is as good as mine.
Probably never. I doubt they're ever gonna put any more characters in those factions.
Well, I think we need. I mean, the Tuscan faction being 3 is just—it's kind of weird, isn't it? They should be able to come up with 2 more options or possibilities for that. I know we could probably use another Geonosian, because we only have 4 of them.
I know there was
As far as that,
there's actually a canon, or in canon there's a Jedi sand person.
oh really? Well, that doesn't surprise me. There are actually I think there's Jedi's from every single race in this expanded universe. I don't think there's. I mean, there's Force sensitives in every single race, so there's possibility of having Sith and Jedi's. I would like to see some of the actual Sith race characters, because I didn't even know until just recently that the Sith is not just a order; it is a race of beings,
Yep.
and
They got red
like
skin and stuff.
yeah, they have red skin and they got like stuff hanging, dangly for hanging from their chin. But like, yeah, I'd like to see Scourge and Darth Nihilus and some of those old Republic Wars era Sith race characters introduced in the game. I think that would be awesome as well. The more I read about the expanded universe, the more I think that they haven't actually utilized nearly enough of that with like the movies and the series that they've made. And there's just so much untapped potential for this wonderful thing that George Lucas has created, that we just so many possibilities.
I bet the one thing that Finn wants is a Jedi Ewok. I mean, that was canon at one point, but not anymore.
Yeah,
Not
Finn and
wrong.
his Ewok. I'd like the Jedi Jawa. I'm pretty sure it was Van Seal who told me about that there was a Jawa that was in the Jedi Order, and I was like, well,
Yeah, it's
that
called
would be
Jedi
cool.
Consular.
Shut up, Finn. Day 64. Jawas still don't know that I'm a human Jedi.
Okay, that's going to be the last match for me.
King K. Rool wins.
Oh, it's over already.
Mm-hmm.
Who won?
He did. Good game, RC Mario fan. You seem to know what you're doing. Well, that's been another episode of Sanely Red Gaming. Looks like I'm going to be streaming some Resident Evil 2 next week.
Yes! So
Yep.
excited for that.
Have a nice day, and we'll catch you later. Finn, you ready to stop the stream?
Indeed.